All right. So, okay, we're live. YouTube, Facebook, and Tickety Talk. So, my name is John Ting. I practice immigration law to help you secure your legal status to live and work in America legally. Because the government does not care about you or me. Okay, so we got to work together to advocate for your legal status. We got to get your legal status, whether it's for you, your family member, maybe your employee. I got a call this morning from one of my friends who has a business and they're concerned about their employees. Okay. They're concerned. And I'm glad they're concerned because people are finally paying attention. Unfortunately, it takes someone like President Trump to get some people's attention. So if the Trump administration has not gotten your attention to take action, then I don't know what will. Okay. All right. So let me know how can y'all hear me okay? Because I know the internet's been a little spotty over here at this location. I hope y'all doing well. Happy Friday. I just got done with an interview here in Houston, Texas. And guess what? Y'all get the sneak peek. I just recorded video. I haven't even uploaded it yet. Haven't had time. I was driving, I couldn't do multiple things at once. And we got approval. Okay. We got approval. Let me see if we can do this a little closer. Does that make a difference here for y'all? There we go. Maybe that's a little better. Okay. Got approval for 485 application based on marriage. Sorry, I'm a little loud sometimes. So I'm in an office with other attorneys. I got to tone it down a little bit. Yeah, it's great. It's great. On the spot approval. It doesn't happen all the time. I don't know what it is. Knock on wood. Oh, hopefully no one thinks I'm knocking. Knock on wood that every single one of y'all here in a live show, even if you filed yourself, even if you don't want me at the interview, that's fine. I wish you all the best. I just want to rub some good luck for y'all. Okay. So, let's see here. By the way, some comments are hidden by Tickety Talk. So, but if I see it, I'll let you know. Sometimes they won't show it to me, which is kind of weird. That happened, ever since Meta allegedly took over, someone else took over. All right. So what's up, Gecko Vetter? Hopefully your family's doing well. We're taking the next step for your auntie, your Tia. Yeah, pretty soon. Man, I am very fortunate for clients like Gecko. I really appreciate it. Been had an opportunity to help his relatives, his family. It is not an easy journey. It may seem like an easy journey, okay, on the website, right? USCIS.gov makes it seem, it's modernized, but it is not easy. Certain things like, applying to become a citizen, even though that is, you're able to apply online. Look, I've had some cousin-in-laws ask me to help. So, but it's possible to do it yourself for certain applications. Okay. So here's 4 things. Okay. Do see some questions. Brian Escalante, internship. Send us your resume. We do have a web email, career@greencardguys.com. Career@greencardguys.com. You can go to our career. The reason I hesitate is because I was going to say you can go to our website. There's a career page, and I don't know if there's an internship option there, but you can see. If we don't, then just email us, because usually on the website there's like a link for the application to fill up. But I want to be honest with y'all. I love sharing information. Obviously, that's why we're here on the social media for a bit. But I'm strapped with time. Okay, so if you're looking for an internship that you're like, I'm hoping to learn like a whole shit ton of stuff, I wish I could provide you the best experience possible. So just keep that in mind. I know some people want like one-on-one, contact me. I just don't have that much time. I don't even answer my family's phone calls sometimes. It's on focus, isn't that kind of sad? So anyways, there's four scenarios where you there's 4 scenarios where you need to hire an attorney, or at least consult with one. 4 scenarios where you need to consult an attorney. Okay. Number 1, when you get a request for evidence. Okay. Request for evidence, RFE. You have 87 days to reply. That's almost 3 months. So you might think, oh, that's plenty of time, John. Plenty of time. Everyone I talked to, and I asked them, like after today's interview got approval, I asked people 3 questions, and really to help y'all, okay, who might be on the boat, just thinking about us. That's okay. Read our Google reviews, 4.9 stars. Read our Google reviews. Let me see if this hooks up, by the way. Read our Google reviews. They when I asked the first question to them, mic check. It's peace of mind. People want peace of mind, okay? People, some of our clients want to be encouraged, okay, to file, to keep them in check, make sure they're in the right timeline, okay? Because people are busy, right? You're busy with your own job. Our job is to help y'all get legal status the right way, not like what MAGA thinks. All right, let's see. Gecko. Oh, Gecko, you're on 2 platforms? Oh, I appreciate it. That helps the algorithm. How do you schedule pre-qualify me for your friend and take advantage of that $5? I wonder if TikTok captures. Maybe I need to go live in Espanol. Share the link. And I think we changed it back to this amount during your last show. So share the link if it somehow is a different. Oh, what is my link? Oh, this one right here. If it turns out that it's for a different amount, let my team know that pretty much your entire family helped us. We helped y'all, but you know what I mean. So then I'll offer that. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's see. There's so much I have to say. Second scenario where you need to hire an attorney, or at least have a consultation with one. Okay, we call it strategy session because it's more intentional to take action. All right. The second scenario is if you receive a notice of intent to deny. It is sometimes difficult to predict. I think if you followed yourself, or even if you had an attorney and you ask us to review, it might be a little awkward, but if you ask us to review, awkward if you have another attorney, and we take a look, like, it could be a possibility that they're going to send you a notice of intent to deny. Okay. And usually if it's a marriage case, the reason being, if they send that in to you, it's because they think your marriage is not genuine, not bona fide. Okay. It's a sham marriage. But the confusing part is that when we receive that letter, it's like sometimes 2 or 3 pages. The first paragraph can be confusing. When I read it, like, it may sound like it's a denial, but it's not. Okay. So consider the RFE or NOID as an opportunity. Turn it into a positive, because I know when things turn out negative, some people just kind of give up. Do not give up, y'all. Okay. Do not give up. Some people come to us like a year later and we review everything and we're like, hey, what happened to this? Did you respond to this RFE? Did you respond to this NOID? And some people say, oh, we stopped. I'm like, what? Come on now. So even if you have a lawyer now, even if you're an attorney right now watching me, it's all good. Connect with me on LinkedIn at least. At least connect with me on LinkedIn. I'm trying to expand across America, because especially if I have a client in Portland, Oregon, I need an attorney to help out, right? If the travel fee for me to fly out to Portland, Oregon is too expensive, maybe the hotel is a good reasonable price, but we're trying to look out for the best interest of the client. It might be less price for us to connect with a lawyer in Portland, which I think, yeah, I do know one in there anyway. But anyway, okay, so third scenario. I see you got some questions. I'll definitely answer that very soon. The third scenario, where you definitely need to talk to a lawyer, is if your case is delayed. So go ahead and put in the comment section the letter D for delayed. If you think your case, you just have a gut feeling. You got a gut feeling that's like, man, what the hell's going on with my case? It's taking so long. Okay, we'll let you know. We don't accept every case. Like people that say, like, hey, can we file a mandamus lawsuit? Hey, we love suing the government. But it depends how long you've been waiting. Look, some people messages like, bro, it's been 2 months. I said it's too early. You gotta wait a little bit longer. Okay, if you have an adjustment of status application where you can have the interview in America, I know you all don't want interviews. It's inevitable. With Trump administration, even before Trump, it is traditional to have an interview. Biden did a lot of people a lot of favors the last 4 years before, or the last 4 years, his term. So we love interviews. That's how that we prepare y'all for interviews. Okay. So anyway, if you've been waiting 18 months minimum for your interview date, you need it, or even your decision, you need to contact us. Okay. Let us evaluate. And we evaluate with this option right here, this meeting option to pre-qualify, because normally you can see here, where's my stick? Normally for people who don't find us on social media, it's this amount. Oh, I realized it is flipped on Tickety Talk. There we go. Look better. Come on, y'all gotta tell me this. All right. Do we do free consults? No, unfortunately, not anymore. We did that before. You know what? Y'all, I mean, I think most attorneys don't share this side of things because, you know, if we don't share, then you don't understand, right? We used to do free meetings, and then some people don't show up. It's sometimes just honestly like a calendar issue. Like people don't care enough about their own case to show up to the meeting, and it's rude, right? And so when people don't show up, and we're backed up 2 to 3 weeks of meetings, and people who want to meet with us sooner, we have to tell them sorry, we're booked, right? And people don't show up, that's not right. So that for that reason, for that minimum reason, there's a lot more other reasons, but yeah, you would show up. That's good. But yeah, I mean, it's a respect thing, honestly, because you know, we also offer a service of what we call investigate FOIA, investigate / FOIA. And I remember one client, you know, we couldn't go anywhere after we got the results and whatnot. We couldn't go anywhere else. Just the immigration facts didn't allow that person to adjust status in America. Can that person get residency status? But yes, but it had to be outside America. So you got to file a waiver, all that. And the person, we say, hey, look, if you want a second, third, fifth opinion, go ahead, go talk to another lawyer. Okay, so that gentleman went to talk to another lawyer out in Cali. This person is on the East Coast. Well, I guess that part doesn't matter. I said, how'd it go? He actually scheduled a meeting with us. We offered a meeting. Hey, why not? No, I don't think we could do that as much as free willy-nilly. But anyway, we offered a meeting and said, hey, how did it go? How'd the meeting go? It's like, yeah, it was great. It was good. Like maybe it got good vibes, right? But I was like, and they said, yeah, they can help me. I said, okay, how? How? You know, this trend on social media, show me the receipts. I said, okay, how? And he couldn't answer the question. So I'm just like, how are you going to tell me that they can help you, but then you didn't ask them how? Because the whole thing with us is that we told you you're not legally eligible to adjust status in America. So, you know what I mean? So basically, you essentially pay for the years of experience in here. And you know what? It's not just me. It's my associates too. Okay, right up here. Right. So just kind of give you some context on why lawyers in general have to charge. Okay. So thank you everyone else who understand that already. Oh, you're in Baytown? 2 questions. Well, I mean, you're welcome to ask a question here. Maybe I can answer here. But I do have 8 minutes left. Okay, so I'll go ahead and tell you, click that plus sign, tap the plus sign. If you don't mind tapping the screen on this one, not the other ones. Okay, let's see here. But anyway, yeah, click the plus sign and the bell for future notifications because I go live. If you're new here, I go live almost every day if I can. All right, let me. Oh, and the fourth scenario is if your case gets denied, then you definitely talk to a lawyer. Some people don't, and they talk to us like a year, 2 years later, and we're like, "Damn, man, you got denied for marriage, sham marriage, or marriage fraud. You didn't do anything at that time. Shoulda, woulda, coulda." Look, here's a couple things about marriage cases. You don't have to have kids to be approved. I know it seems weird, right? Like USCIS officers, if they send you RFE because you didn't provide sufficient evidence, and and then generic list as children, like birth certificate of children, if you have any, like of course you would give it to them if you had kids. God damn, what's wrong with them? This is ridiculous, right? So that's what I mean. It's boilerplate checklists, right? And then people come to us like all confused, like why do they ask us for birth certificate when we don't have kids? Okay, well, they don't have time to give you like a customized list. Okay, they're not your attorneys. Let's see. Okay, Pete. Honore Pete. You got married in June. You've been with her for 12 years. That's amazing. Do you just file the I-131st? So, Honore Pete, if your spouse entered America with a visa or with parole, or had TPS and had advanced parole, okay, then you can apply for everything. We call it concurrent filing, not just the I-130. That guy, you want the average? Look, I don't know exactly, of course, like every law firm, but our average pricing with 3 zeros after that. Okay, I can't. This particular app doesn't let me say certain things. I get banned for like 5 minutes, so I can't say much in terms of money. So the best thing to do, if you want accurate pricing for your situation, please schedule one of these. Okay. If you're on Facebook and YouTube, it looks like that. Oop, wrong way. All right. But okay. You're welcome, Maria. I don't even know if I answered your question. Okay, let's go here. By the way, if you're new here, you don't have to copy and paste your questions. I know like other platforms, other type, they don't try to control the room. I just don't want my finger to be tired, and I want to answer y'all's questions as soon as possible. Is it safe to travel to fly domestic? I mean, it should be. I've flown domestic as a U.S. citizen. I mean, of course, I'm privileged in that sense, but I don't. But we even have U.S. citizens contacting us, scheduling meetings with us. They're abroad right now, traveling, and they're concerned about their return back, even though they're not supposed to detain U.S. citizens. I mean, it's been clear that they have detained U.S. citizens, at least from the streets of America. But I don't know. I don't know about from the plane. They have detained people from the airport. We have a community member here on Green Card Guys on this platform, at least. His wife, I can't share too much. Obviously, not going to share the names or whatnot, but was detained, arrested from the airport. This person has a visitor visa, no immigration, civil violations. I thought I'd just throw that out there. It's civil, not criminal violation for any MAGAs out there. So yeah, we're trying to help get that person released. She just wants to go back home. She's not trying to overstay. She just wants to go back home. So it's ridiculous. They're just trying to fill up the beds. RP, is it safe? Haven't I seen all the plane crashes across the world? Well, I mean, the plane crash situation is different. That's a different analysis, okay? But if you're talking about immigration, I guess I can kind of answer that. Okay, let's see here. I got 3 minutes. Whale, if you get divorced while conditional green card, what are the chances to get deported to Yemen, you mean? Well, that's not a good start. That's not a good mindset, right? Like that's the first problem. Like, what about your evidence? Some of y'all get married and y'all got no evidence together. Like, come on now. Like, look, I don't know why some of y'all are a little hesitant to get a joint account. There's a playbook on this. You heard about the Project 2025? They're following that playbook. So if y'all want to get approved, whether it's for the initial conditional resident status or to get it removed because you're divorced now, separated, or you're thinking you're going to do that, you got to get the marriage evidence. And it's actually, for 751, it's supposed to be based on the evidence at the time of marriage. But of course, it's a lot helpful to your case to get approved to remove those conditions if you have evidence of continued relationship up until the point of separation or divorce. Okay, so hopefully that gives you a little context there. Thank you so much, Gecko. Appreciate it. Okay, Maria. Thank you for that question. This can probably apply to a lot of people or be helpful to a lot of others here. If you have an adjustment status application and you're in your online My USCIS account and you look, you're like, oh, this looks good. It looks good. Like biometric step completed. You get your online status as step 3, which is interview is complete, or it says something like that. It's wrong. They're messing with y'all. Okay. It's not the pizza. It's not the Domino's pizza tracker. It's not accurate like that. And I'm not saying Domino's is my favorite. I might change my mind if I'm sponsored by Domino's, but if you have any connections to them, let me know. But I'm sure they spent a lot of money on their pizza tracker. It's pretty doggone accurate. Doggone accurate. So, but anyway, USCIS is not the same way. Okay. In fact, actually, on the generic USCIS.gov processing times page, that is actually more accurate. Except the problem with that is that it does not tell you when to expect your interview. And even worse, for your own online USCIS case status on their website, it might just say actively being reviewed. And you're thinking, damn, it's been saying that for like 3 months. So no, an officer is not reviewing your case for every day for the last 3 months. That's not true. Okay. Let me put it this way. Hey, Garrett Hernandez, your I-130 was approved since last time you were here. Congratulations. That's amazing. That's great news. That is great news. Okay. Exactly, RP. And it says 80% of cases. Like how does the government know? How does USCIS really know? Are they really that accurate? 80% of cases. It took 15 months for your I-130. Are you doing consular processing? So you have your interview abroad? Okay. Okay, so I recorded a video about my case today. Okay, the timeline. But I'll give you a little sneak peek. But can you watch the video later today and tap it? Give it a little like or engagement. It really helps. It really helps. Maria, you're about to crash out. Look, but if you're gonna crash out, you can count on us to not crash out. Okay, you can count on us to not crash out. We're gonna get this going for you guys. Okay, 601A is next. Okay, well, good thing I have it on here. Bada bing, bada boom. Tell me which other attorney gives you this much information. Come on now. 601A. I could be a little off here. We haven't updated this in like a month. Okay. 601A, 36 months. I might have changed to like 33.5, but who's counting 3 months at this point? Okay. If it changes like 20 something months, that we're gonna be celebrating at least. Okay. Let me give you some more context. Okay. I got to go real soon. So if you haven't done this, please click the plus sign, okay, and click the bell for future notification. I've talked to, because we filed Mandamus lawsuits, we've had USCIS former leadership, okay, they don't work for USCIS anymore. So we had them, we asked them to kindly, of course, got to pay them, like, basically expert witness. Yeah. They don't have a good workflow, okay? They're not like us, a private law firm that will encourage my team members to do certain things internally to get it to the next step for y'all, okay? Thank you so much for the roses, Justy Kenna. But y'all don't, that costs y'all money, okay? That costs y'all money. If you're gonna pay something, pay for one of these meetings, okay? I appreciate it though. I mean, unless it helps the algorithm, I don't know. How much time to get EAD or marriage green card? Okay, so let me give you a quick example. Today's case, they got married March 2025. Yes, they knew each other several months before, not just like the day before. It was not a Vegas shotgun wedding, which is still okay. Okay, you got married March 2025. We filed it for them in June 2025, mid-June. Got the biometrics July 2025, so 1 month later. We had an interview today, August 15th. It's like every month you got some update, but it doesn't. That is not traditional. Okay, it usually is not that quick. Now you might be thinking, oh man, so in the Trump administration, it sounds pretty good. Yeah, it does when you have a lawyer, an immigration law firm helping you. Okay, now do other cases go that fast? No, they don't. Not every case is like that. But I tell you, if you hire, you engage, I can't say the word age with the H. If you engage with a law firm, not a consultant, not a standalone paralegal, okay, not a notario. I know there could be a couple y'all watching. That's fine. Thank you for engaging with the channel. But let's put it this way. If you want the most peace of mind, and it doesn't have to be us, okay? It doesn't have to be us. It'll be our pleasure to help you. But the thing is, a lot of people F up their case, okay? Whether it's by themselves or they hired a consultant. So if you're gonna pay for something, you're gonna pay $1,000 anyway for your immigration status. You gotta get it done the right way, okay? So trust me, if there's any time that my team in the past, like a clerical error, I'm not gonna be like a micromanager, but I do spot checks, okay? So we got to make sure it's we get it done correctly for you guys. I hear from other let's see. Bye, Felicia. Good to see you. I think we're just about to file your case if we have not already. I'll check in with my team, right? About soon. Okay, so Gerta Hernandez, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I mean, I wish you all the best for your case, of course. That's great. Bye, Felicia. I really appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Thanks for the taps, y'all. Thank you so much. I would love to stay on, but I have to go to a meeting. I can't be late any more than I have been. Yes, Maria, the 832 number. I have team members on the phones right now. I have a couple team members on the phones to help y'all out. Okay, I can answer one more question. I will try to join tonight, okay? Clicking on plus sign. If y'all don't know, y'all join, you have this first time joining, put the number 1 in the chat box, the comment box. I joined at nighttime. Sometimes some people call me the graveyard shift attorney. It's a little difficult lately. I'm trying to get more sleep, but Tice, Quinn, why is no one doing anything about DACA recipients being detained? How is this happening if you're protected from deportation? You're starting to crack and try not to panic. Okay. So, I mean, that's we're trying to find, thank you so much for your question. I'm on a listserv with attorneys that file lawsuits. We are ready to go. we are ready to go. Okay. LF, what's the acronym? What's the acronym? LFG? LFG, okay? The thing is, you need to know an attorney. Whoever's detained, we need to get you out. If you have a family member, you have a friend, it's all about just sharing resources here, right? So that's why if you know a family, a friend that it's not that they just, I usually say if you know they might have a question, but if you know they don't have status, if you know they're resident, they're not a citizen yet, people who are residents who travel and come back are still subject to being reviewed for inadmissibility. You still have checks, and they customs still have to check you. Okay. So if you get referred or arrested, not just referred, you get arrested, detained, and you might be thinking, what the hell is going on? Like, this doesn't happen before Trump. This should not be happening. You gotta call us, okay? Even if we cannot help directly, because like I don't have certification in a specific court across the country, we will help you. We will, and that might just mean that we will find a resource for you, another attorney, another law firm. Okay. So for the person that asked that question, thanks very much. Yasser, thanks for your comments. I really appreciate it. But you know what? The thing is, at the end of the day, you've spent time here. Now that you know about us, okay, we have a network of attorneys across the country. You know, they're not my employees, right? You know, but we have a network. Maybe they can help you out. So screenshot this, because especially on this app, we might not see each other that long. I don't know how long this app is going to be active. I hear all these other reports. I have no idea. But follow anyway, okay? But seriously, connect. If anything, connect on LinkedIn. My name is very easy to find on LinkedIn. Okay, no one else has my URL on that one. Yeah, sounds good. Okay, we'll be in touch. Have a great day. It's Friday, right? TGIF.